Turns out, actions do speak louder than words. I've never seen a movie with so little dialogue have so much to say. Hello there, my name is Tay and I'll be your host today. And on this week's Odd Movie Comparisons, we pit the two quiet places against each other. Roll the clips! Take us back to 2018 when we first meet the Abbotts, a small town American family trying their best to survive a post-apocalyptic alien invasion. The movie starts us a few years in as we get to see how this wholesome family builds a life around aliens who want to hunt them purely by sound, and they uncover a way for humanity to fight back along the way. It's definitely not an action-heavy alien movie, but what really excels here is the tone and the bond that they share as a family. Besides, if you can't trust family, who else can you trust to save the world? Part 2 picks up right where the first one left off. Now with a new skill on how to beat the aliens, the Abbott family heads on out to discover the new world and try to save some humanity along the way.
I don't know why you came all the way up here. There's nothing left.
Thrusted into a new world and finding some familiar faces, they discover that some parts of humanity aren't worth saving for, but there's also a nice colony with some hidden messages that they want to explore. With a few more tricks up its sleeve, this one is definitely more action-packed with more settings, and it definitely explored the larger world that we all have been waiting for.
Ronnie, what do we got? Some kind of fire? We got units headed out there now.
But even as a sequel, the second one still shares a lot of similarities with the first one. A dweeb brother and a heroine sister reprise their character arcs? Check. A heavy use of camera panning scenes with the aliens behind them slowly leaking up on them? Check. A cliffhanger ending that promises to explore a bigger lore in this quiet place universe? Double check. There were definitely a lot of things to love about the first one, especially with the nice camera work, the use of suspense, as well as the bond between the family really got us to love this lore. But even at the end of the first one, there were a few questions that I had in the back of my mind. Like, were the militaries of the world really unable to destroy these primitive creatures? I mean, sure, their armor was impenetrable, but they still had a weakness, which was oddly enough discovered by a deaf suburban farm girl. The plot wasn't the main draw of the movie, it was definitely the pure suspense and the family values that were in the undertones.
We have to protect them.
Now fast forward to 2021, the second one definitely gave us what we asked for. More settings, more world to explore, and as well as a bit more action with a few more camera tricks. I really love the contrast between the surviving humans, as some humans aren't exactly worth saving. They really ramped up production to give us what we want. More action, more stars, and of course, more aliens.
Aww. Yeah.
However, they haven't really jumped into a new world as we thought they would. This is where the third one definitely has to kick it up where this one left off. But with plenty of action, same things that we've come to know and love, I definitely think this one pleases the fans as well as attracts newcomers to this genre. So, for giving us everything that we've come to know and love, as well as kicking it up a notch, The Quiet Place Part 2 definitely takes this week's Odd Movie Comparisons. What are some things that you want to see in Part 3? Leave a comment below and let me know. And until next time, keep that popcorn warm for me.